Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Got a alternator here off of a 2000 Mustang GT with a 4.6. Gonna show you how I'm gonna rebuild the alternator. I'm probably not gonna take the bearings out because the bearings feel pretty good, but the brushes are wore out on this alternator, I suspect, because the battery light keeps coming on in the dash and going off. So this has the brush, this is the brush holder and regulator. Show you how that comes apart. Pop this cap off. I've already disassembled it part of the way, so pop this cap off and drop it on the floor and lose it right off the bat. That way you know things are going good. And this is 11 millimeter on this nut. Like I said, I've already broke this loose, but I wasn't going to take a video, and then I thought, hey, let's do a quick one in case somebody out there wants to try to do this themselves. And then you got 3 bolts around here, and they're 8 millimeter. And I've already broke those loose. So I'm going to go ahead and take this all off, and then I'll pause back in because I can't do it with one hand. So I'll pause out here and pause back in a second. Alright, back. Got these 3 bolts out. I marked with a black Sharpie right here and right here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but and this center plate, so I've got them all marked so they can go back the same way they came apart. So I'm going to get a screwdriver in here, a couple of them, one on each side. Gonna work that back and forth. Drop the screwdriver. Oh, found my cap. Okay. I just work it between these 3 gently without too much force. Don't want to break the cast aluminum. And you probably could use a 3-finger puller on this too. Might be the easiest way to do it. But I think most people don't have one of those. I do, and I might have to just go get it. And it's coming slowly but surely. Feels like mainly it's just hanging up on the bearing. Alright, I'm going to pause out. This is taking too long. I'll pause back in a second. Okay. Like 5 seconds it took me to take that off after I paused it out, so it was hanging up on the bearing there, just tight, no big deal. So I got that off. Then you've got the regulator and brush holder right here, like 3 Torx head bolts there, T20. Should slide straight out. It's going to have the brushes that are spring loaded in there, and there they are. Seen them a lot worse. Little uneven wear on them. I don't know if you can see that up in there, but and you've got the regulator right here. Motorcraft. You can get these off of eBay and Amazon. I checked O'Reilly's and AutoZone, they can't get them. Of course, I want to sell you a new alternator, right? 140 bucks plus a core. Oh, if you want to see the part number on that, maybe. I'm gonna focus. Alright, so there you go, and I assembly is just the same way. What I do is get a thin piece of paper to hold them brushes back while I put it back on, because they'll want to hang up on everything in there. Let me pause out and pop this back together and show you that. So another thing you should look at when you're doing this is where your brush is right in there on these two copper, I think they call it a commutator. On a motor it's called a commutator. Anyway, I'm not sure of the technical term. But where the brushes ride, there's a little bit of a groove on this one. About, I don't know, 15 thousandths it's wore in there. I can get this to focus for you. Wonder why it won't focus. Anyway, right in here there's these two copper stators, I guess. They're about 20 thousandths wore. You want to make sure them are probably no more than that, or you should get it resurfaced. So it's focused a little better there. So I'm going to try to put this brush holder back on real quick, wrap up this video. If I can get my tripod to cooperate. So what I come up with instead of a piece of paper, looked like it worked really good. So I got an old measuring tape that was busted that I used to build stuff. I just broke the ends off, use it to measure things. But it looks like that'll fit in there really good, be strong, and hold them brushes back while I slide it on. So let's try that out. That's honestly got to be the easiest I've ever done this before. That worked out perfect. That was excellent. So there you have it. Just put the screws back in, reassemble it. On the back side of here, your diodes. They generally don't go out. It's usually the brushes, bearings, regulator, and diodes. There you have it. You can get these, like I said, you can get kits that come with the bearings off Amazon, eBay. They start around 26 bucks from what I've seen and go up from there. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Check out my channel. I've got all kinds of different videos, playlists. Check out my playlist. That's the best. That's how I've got it organized. So I really would appreciate you subscribing. Have a good one.